Yeah, I think we're starting very good in the beginning of the game, and then second half we kind of relax and they come back stronger and play better. We should not do it. That's why we had a long night.
Were you surprised about the way they were able to fight back? Because I mean, they went down early, but
Yeah. This is NBA, man. I know. And when you relax like we did in the second half, team's gonna come back. Because we start so early, getting easy bucket, and we kind of relax. But they didn't give up. You have to give them a lot of credit because sometimes, when teams down like that, they always give up. But they was keeping fighting, and then that's why we had a close game.
on that last play where you buried the three, you guys had a lot of big offensive rebounds by some of your wings. Were you shocked that Kawhi got the rebound or?
Yeah, Kawhi is a tough guy, and he was in great position under the basket and the ball, to grab the rebound. Also because I was spacing, to let him play one-on-one. That's why I had that open threes.
Serge, what was it like being a part of this game? I mean, 3 overtimes. I mean, just the fatigue that set in near the end. I mean, how was it as a collectively and yourself near the end of this game?
Yeah, it was a lot of fatigue, but we didn't give up. That's why, to be a championship team, you have to keep fighting to the end. So that's what we did tonight.
Talk about Kawhi's performance and what he means to his team and how it feels to play with him.
I think tonight he played like a superstar. That's how we need him to play. He did his job. That's his job as a superstar. Where we need him to step up and make big play like he did tonight.
What do you take from this? It probably didn't turn out the way you wanted after you guys had to start, but what do you take from this?
Win is a win. We got to continue to get better. Kawhi really, led us tonight. He kind of took over the game. Pascal had an unbelievable game. We found a way to win the games, but we got to put ourselves in position to better.
Nick said that you're up big and you don't really make changes. You just kind of keep going along because even though they might be chipping away a little bit, you're still up. What does it speak to in terms of you guys and the intensity? How hard is it to play with a big lead at times?
Not, it's focus. We shouldn't. It's focus. You got to stay focused on everything, every possession at hand. And I think we lose a little bit of focus, and then our offense dictates the defense a little bit, but we can't do that. We got to let the defense dictate the offense.
That last play of the game, it looked like you were going to do whatever it took to make sure Beal didn't touch that ball.
Yeah. You look like an Eagles DB.
Yeah. I don't know what happened after. I know I broke up the pass. That's all that really mattered. I don't even care what happened after.
Still attached.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what happened. It don't matter. The win is a win. We had to make sure we won that game, and it's a great team effort, man. Great effort.
What's it like going through a game like that?
It's fun. It's fun. It's extremely fun. That's what basketball is, and we probably delayed our flight, and I know we delayed their flight to London, so they're probably a little bit more upset at us. But it was a great matchup. It was a great game. They're playing. I think they won 6 out of 8 now. With the loss of us, but they're playing extremely well. But for us, it was an unbelievable win. Men down, everyone stepping up, playing lots of minutes. Kawhi playing through a little bumps and bruises, and everybody just kind of figuring it out.
Kyle, you got a look at the end there. Walk us through that play where Nick said they kind of strung you out a little bit, but it kind of developed the way you wanted.
Yeah, it was. It went where I wanted, and when I got to the step back, I was losing the ball, and I wanted to make sure it was the last shot, and just lost the ball. But I got to make shots. I had a chance to close out and put us up 6 in a regulation. I got to make those shots.
Take us through Serge's look.
Wide drove, missed, rebound, did some unbelievable rebounding, strong man stuff, and kicked out to Serge. And Serge, he just missed one before, and he made that one. But yeah, strong man. He did some strong man stuff.
Kawhi, how big was this win here on the road against the Wizards? You guys played up as much as 23 in this game, but had to fight to get it.
It's very big. Games like this is going to help us in the playoffs. Trying to execute, just feeling the end of the game when you need a basket or need a stop. It only can help you.
There's a lot of physicality in this game. I mean, Trevor Ariza, he was into you all game long, took a lot out of you. This is a big game as far as minutes go.
Yeah, Trev, it goes way back with me and him. He coming up to San Diego State while I was in college, letting me work out with him. And now, you know, he tells me that he's proud of me, sees where I'm at, but it's always fun going against him. He's a competitor, a great defender, and, you know, we were able to pull it out tonight.
I think a lot of fans want to know, you had some tightness in your leg. How you feel? You okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Just wanted to check on and make sure it wasn't nothing extreme, but, you know, I was able to come out and finish the half.
Well, big-time performance. Congrats.
Thanks.
Kyle says those games are fun.
Definitely. Helps you grow as a player. Helps us get better as a team. You stupid. This ain't Burberry. It is. It's New Balance. But like I said, it just gets us better as a team. You know, executing, just being familiar with those close games down the stretch. Seconds on the clock, 1 minute left, needing stops, and that's what it came down to tonight. This afternoon.
Your thoughts, Kawhi, on, I mean, you guys jumped all over them early. It's human nature to kind of take your foot off the gas a little bit, but what do you guys, it's happened to you guys a few times this year. What do you do to kind of avoid that so when you get a team down, you can put them away?
Just staying with that same intensity and energy, you know. But, you know, I give, you know, Washington credit. They did a good job of, you know, sticking in there and, you know, stopping us on their defensive end. And they made threes. For us, we just have to just have the same mindset, close out, don't give them too many threes, but they got hot.
Take me through your look at the end, last possession. You ended up getting a decent look, couldn't knock it down, but you left them a couple seconds. Take me through that. Nick thought that they sped you up a little bit, and you took a good shot, but maybe it was a little early. Take us through that possession.
I was able to get to a spot where I was comfortable with. You know, I just came up short. Got to just follow through. But, you know, I'm going to just get better at it. You know what I mean? I feel like I can make this shot every time. So it's just a matter of it going in. But, you know, for us, like we were just talking about, it shouldn't come down to the last possession. You know, we, you know, down that last 1 minute, I believe they got 2 offensive rebounds for threes, and you know we can't have that. So we need to close out those games with that. But you know, with my shot, it's just gonna get better. I got a good look, even if it was, you know, seconds on the clock. I feel like the time was to go.
Is that a matter of you take the look when you get it, even though it leaves them time? I mean, if you get rather than hang on to it and then take a tougher look.
I mean, they had 2 seconds left to get a shot. It's not a lot of time if we play our good defense and switch. They're going to have a contested shot with 2 seconds left. So, like I said, I seen an opportunity, and, you know, me playing down the fourth quarter, down that stretch in the fourth quarter, they were putting 2 bodies on me. So I seen a way where I could go and get a one-on-one situation.
What can you say about Brad's toughness tonight, playing against you? He literally never gave up on any of the plays tonight.
He did a great job. He has been doing a great job of carrying the team. You know, he's distributing the ball well. He made big shots down the stretch. And, you know, he's a great player. He's an all-star. And he, like you said, he had a no-quit mentality.
I apologize if you've been asked this already, but when you had to go back out to the back, was that something new, or was that just maintenance at that point?
Just something that I felt at that point, just within the game. Just wanted to loosen it back up. I felt tightness behind my knees, so I just wanted to loosen it back up and play.
And once you got back out there, any recurrences of that, or?
No, it was fine. I just kept playing through it. And, you know, we got 2 days off, so some time to rest.
You knew that they were going to make a run at some point after a great start by you guys, but like, how do you turn the water off when they start coming all the way back?
Well, we didn't really, right? I think we gave up 74 points in the second half. And, you know, and it's funny when you're in those because you got the lead and you don't probably make a lot of changes because you're kind of staying there 14, 12, 9, 10, 12, 9, 8. It kind of, do a lot. And then we finally had to start making some switches and coverages and things like that. But I don't know. We're lucky to get out of there. I'm not going to sit here and say it was any. We fought hard at the end. We made a big shot at the very end, and we get lucky to get out of here.
Were you okay, Nick, with the looks you got at the end? Kyle's,
Yeah,
the end of regulation.
It was okay. It wasn't quite as good as I'd hoped it was going to be. It set up just how we thought. Yeah. We emptied out that left side. We thought we'd get him ahead of steam to bounce all the way around it, and he didn't quite get around it. Yeah. So he ended up with a little tougher shot than we'd hoped. We thought he maybe could foot race past Green there, and he didn't. And they sped Kawhi up a little bit too early in the end of regulation, right? You don't want to. Kawhi probably needs to hang on to that another second or two. You don't want to shoot that early so they can advance and try to beat you. You're at a tie game. You either got to make that and go home, right, or go to overtime.
Is that a case where you take the best look you can, even if it leaves a little time on the clock?
I think we weren't planning on it, and I'm not sure they were planning on speeding him up. I think Ariza just took a lunge at the ball, and Kawhi just kind of saw an opening and had to go, right? And now that he went, he was into his kind of to his pull-up move, and that it's just a bit too
different story,
bit too early.
Mexico, right?
Well, yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's a different story. I mean, but they still get to come down and 2 or 3 to get it to OT or beat you. So. I'm not sitting here. Ideally, we'd like to do that, but they sped him up. They did a good job.
Kyle and Danny right at the end both took big hits. I mean, Danny had a bounce play, and then Kyle on the last play of the game. Did they come out of this all right?
I don't know, man. We had a lot of Norm took a crack to the head and was a little shaky. Kawhi left for a bit. That was a rugged. I'm not sure it was a super physical game, but it was a collision game, right? Yeah. There was a lot of collisions. Again, both teams playing really hard, a lot of open floor play, a lot of spacing, a lot of transition. So there was quite a few collisions out there. Hopefully, luckily, again, for like the first time all year, or this about the third time. Honestly, we get 2 days before we play. It's we're going to need them.